Kathleen Selmans, CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now. And in this video, we are going to talk about how to create compelling calls to action so you can get more likes, comments, and replies. Getting engagement on your videos is a really good measure of knowing whether what you're saying is resonating. I was working with a client several months ago, and the client kept ending their videos with, "See you next time." And after a lot of training, the client got comfortable with ending with a call to action. And it's funny because it feels really awkward to ask people to do something on a video until you get used to doing it. Because it feels a little like a call to arms where you're like, and then we're not going to take it anymore. And now we're going to meet and we're going to do something about it. And that's kind of what this client had in mind when I asked the client to actually end their videos with a call to action. And it was funny because it took a lot of back and forth and some iterations before I understood what the problem was. And so maybe we should start this video here with, what's a call to action anyway? And if it sounds like "see you next time" feels normal, then a call to action feels weird. And it feels weird too if you are not used to writing web copy, because click here to do this thing is a normal thing in sales copy, in writing sales pages and writing emails. And if you're not used to that whole world, and a lot of your clients might not be. So if you're not used to it, then what happens is it feels very bossy. It feels very directional. It feels very assertive in a way that it doesn't need to be when you're simply talking about something that you're an expert in. So when you're thinking about a call to action, just think about telling people what you want to do next. And you can say, hey, if you want to learn more, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. You can find my Tumblr because I think I started it like 20 years ago, so it should be out there somewhere online. But if you give people the Cheesecake Factory of options to connect with you, they're going to do what I do at the Cheesecake Factory, which is order the same thing every time, which is a piece of cheesecake. Why do they even have any other food at the Cheesecake Factory? You know what I mean? Anyway, getting off track here, but every video should have one call to action. And it depends on the content of the video, what that call to action should be. And a lot of times you'll see when people use a platform-first approach, their call to action is always like, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, DM me, and they'll use the language for that platform. And when you're creating this kind of content for your clients, when you're mapping out this plan for your clients, you need to take a platform agnostic approach. So like, subscribe, engage, none of those calls to action are what you want to have in your overarching video, because they only work in really specific contexts. And when you take a YouTube first approach, there is repurposability, but it's more limited than if you decide to like record the video and then put it everywhere else. And so the two calls to action you want to have are either join our mailing list or book a call. If the client's video is about the end of the sales process, so the really fine questions that people are asking before they make a buying decision, then that call to action is book a call. And you want to have a URL that you can easily say, so it's yourwebsite.com/book or something like that, or book a call or whatever, something easy for you to say so that no matter where somebody is, they can remember it if they're really close to their phone. So if it's mywebsite.com/book, then they're going to remember that even if it's on Instagram where you can't click anything, right? So that's the big call to action. And if you're setting things up with a client, that's what you want to do first. Because most of the time, they'll have a way to book a call. They won't always have a download a thing to join our mailing list. And so it's a little bit more education that you need to give your client. And sometimes this is an upsell opportunity for you as a service provider where you can say, look, a lot of people aren't ready to book a call when you're giving them educational content. But if it's 4 things to consider when XYZ, maybe have a spreadsheet of 10 things to consider and give that away as an opt-in. And you can build them for your clients. You can just give them ideas, but then they have another way to end their videos. You'll get engagement on your IGTVs, you'll get people seeing your stuff and liking your stuff. The important thing isn't getting engagement, it's responding to the engagement. And so if you can train your clients to be on the lookout for notifications and to reach back out to somebody who hit the like button on any platform, then you're going to get a lot farther than trying to create content that generates likes and shares, because the point is to get people into the idea of working with your clients. And so that would be how I would structure your calls to action. Again, every video should end in a call to action, and just one. So you don't want to subscribe and book a call and follow me. I almost never have the call to action be as light as follow me on this platform, but you could if you were trying to grow a certain platform, or if your client is already really engaged on Twitter or something. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm blah 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 on Twitter. So that's how I would end your videos. If you want a behind the scenes step-by-step approach to how we set everything up for our clients and find out how you could do that yourself, head over to doingmarketingdifferently.com and I'll see you over there. Thanks.